I just want to say, on behalf of Peter and I, we are just so overwhelmed with having you all here today. There's been a few moments when we wondered whether or not we'd make it. We've had snow, we've had COVID, we've had, you name it, it's been thrown at us. And Nikki, our daughter, is actually in the delivery room as we speak, waiting in labour. So you name it, it's happened this week. But we are absolutely delighted that you've all made it here today, and thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing this special time with us. And let's not forget those who are not here today but live in our hearts, because we never forget them. So Toni asked me if I would say a few words, and I was absolutely delighted and honoured to say a few words for Toni. But not until Esme is finished. We'll go and rescue Jess very soon. So where were we? So we were talking about the fact that this moment has been something I've been wondering about pretty much since the day you was born. You know, 1st of March 1990, 10 to 9 in the evening, and I'm holding my bundle of joy thinking, oh my God, you know, she's so beautiful, she's so perfect. I just can't believe how lucky I am, and just what an amazing thing, you know, to have this little life in your hands. And then I started to think about, well, I wonder what the future holds for her. You know, I wonder if she'll have dreams and she'll realise those dreams, and it just hits you just how precious life is. And I just thought, I hope life is kind to you. And you know that as you were growing up, my mantra to you was always, you know, follow your dreams, listen to your heart, and reach for the stars. So here we are today, 30 plus years fast forward, and you have Dan on one side and you have Esme on the other side. Well, she was on the other side. And I think you really have realised your dreams, and more than that, you didn't just reach for the stars, you got the best stars you could possibly have. I think you've got a wonderful husband. We love you dearly. And And that, you know, that's the saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, you've met Jane, you've met Dane's family. I mean, we just couldn't be happier of this union than we are today. So from that moment back in 1990, when I was looking over you, Toni, thinking, I wonder what life holds for you. I hope you realise your dreams. I hope you reach for the stars. I'm kind of back in that moment now, but this time looking at both of you, saying, Dan, Toni, I hope you realise your dreams. I hope together you reach for the stars. I love you both.
That is literally the first paragraph of this speech. I didn't even get to it. Now, before I get started and some idiot from that table there shouts it, I am standing up. Anyway, reach for the stars, so this Norwich get promoted this season. My wife and I, we'd like to welcome you all here tonight. We hope you're having a great time celebrating with us. I know you're all keen to get the party started, but I'm just going to say a few words, especially as I'm going to spend the next 40 years listening. So today is the result of me getting down on one knee and then two knees. Just before I ask Julie and Pete, will you please pay for this wedding? To Julie and Pete, thank you so much for welcoming me into your family. Thank you for raising such a wonderful, intelligent and loving daughter who I'm so proud to call my wife. and even prouder to call the mother of my child. Pete, you gave Toni away willingly, maybe a little too willingly. You had a relatively small criteria for a suitor of Toni, and she couldn't even stick by that by bringing home a police officer. At the beginning of our relationship, I'm pretty sure Toni told him I was a traffic warden. But rest assured, I will spend the rest of my life taking care of your precious daughter. To my mum and dad, do you want a tissue? Okay, you, Nathan, give me a tissue. I want to thank you and congratulate you on raising such an incredible, talented and successful son. And for doing your very best with the others. Mum, you taught me to be competitive, mainly achieved through those family games of bingo at Christmas to win that top prize of a hand soap or a Radox shower gel. You are an absolute superstar. I know for sure my brothers and sisters would agree. We don't know what we would do without you. You opened both your heart and more recently your home to everyone. And you've been amazing to Toni and Esme. You're my biggest supporter, and thank you for everything you do for all of us. To my dad, it was you who requested an application form for the Met. You then pretty much completed it for me, then drove me to the interview and assessment day in London 26 years ago, Jesus. If you hadn't done that, I'd probably still be driving around Kings Lynn in my white Suzuki Vitara soft-top Jeep. Or maybe less driving, more broken down on the side of the road. And I'd probably still be working at the local swimming pool thinking I'm the Norfolk Hoff. Joining the police, moving to London was the making of me, and thank you so much for getting me there. To Nathan, a special thank you for being my best man tonight and supporting me throughout the day. Now, Nathan models himself on Jay from The In-Betweeners, so please don't believe anything he says in a few minutes' time. Now to my wife. In typical 21st century style, Toni and I met online. Now, I know what you're all thinking. How did she mess up the age and height filters so badly? Our first date was spent drinking red wine at the Old Thameside Inn, London Bridge. And then after bombarding me non-stop with text messages, I agreed to a second date about a week later. Now, the second date seemed to be going well. We were having a few drinks in Upminster, where Toni lived at the time, when out of the blue, she said, "Oh, my mate is out for drinks tonight with her husband. It's the first time they've been out since the birth of their second child. Do you mind if they join us?" Bit strange, I thought, wanting to introduce me to her friends on a second date, but I said, yeah, okay. Toni then adds, "Oh, and by the way, he's an ex-cage fighter." Christ, love, if you aren't interested, you only have to say. I know I'm ridiculously biased, ladies and gents, but how beautiful does my wife and, a few minutes ago, my daughter look tonight? Our wedding day was an amazing day. Paradise location in the middle of the Caribbean, 30 degrees sunshine, surrounded by some of our closest friends and family. It was so special. It was right up that day with the AS's May was born, and not far off seeing Norwich win at Wembley and Oasis live at Nebworth. Now, believe it or not, one of them in this relationship can be pig-headed, stubborn, and think they know it all, from how to load a dishwasher properly, how to make the most of nectar points at Sainsbury's, right through to how things should operate in the bedroom. Luckily for me though, Toni's been patient, open and willing to learn. Toni keeps me grounded. If it wasn't for her, I would probably go through life thinking I had no faults at all. But all jokes aside, today is all about one very, very special lady. There are a million reasons why I wanted to marry her. She's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's a wonderful mother, she's a great cook, she's supportive, she's loving, she's caring. The list goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? Raise your glasses, please, to the toast and toast the love of my life. To Delia Smith, everyone. I'm joking. Mrs. Watson, everyone.
So, good afternoon, everyone. For those that don't know, I'm the baby brother, Nathan. Similar in a lot of ways, very different in a lot too. I'm better looking, I'm definitely more laid back, and absolutely 100% a better sportsman. I'm going to keep this speech very similar to Dan. It will be short, not very funny, and I'll finish quickly. To Toni's family and friends, welcome. To Dan's family and friends, welcome back. What a venue. Amazing. How stunning do the bridesmaids look? Maids of honour, amazing. I'm sure you've helped Toni, as Dan has already mentioned, whether it be on the cruise or tonight at this lovely location. So if we'd like to raise our glasses and a toast to the bridesmaids and the maids of honour. Dan's always taken pride in his professional success, no more so though than his first real passion in life, which was every weekend bell ringing at the local church. Yeah, Dan did love ringing them bells. Absolute bell ringer. Dan's bell ringing swagger continued into his early driving days, purchasing a white and pink convertible Suzuki Jimny, much to our dad's disgust. It won't surprise many here today to know that Dan is a very keen golfer. It will also not surprise many here today that despite what he says, he's crap. And I absolutely mean that. I host a charity golf day every year, to which I'm very grateful. Dan travels up to Norfolk, supports and plays in. And I thought, you know what, he does it every year. I'm going to let him join my team this year. So I managed to get rid of my mate, who's a single finger handicap, and I thought, I'll let my brother in, you know. I'll play off 21, mate, yeah, guarantee you points. He played 18 holes and didn't hit one good shot. I nearly stopped speaking to him, to be honest, because that was like the final straw. But no, he's my brother at the end of the day, so I absolutely love playing golf with him, and I love it even more that I'm better at it than he is. So to see you here today with an incredible professional career, the most amazing wife, a smile on your face, and the most beautiful daughter, all I can say is I'm proud to be your little brother. To my big brother, Dan.
You were playing like a song in my head, and now I save it all my luck for the weekend. We don't always get it right, but we wing it, and we fall right into place like a dream. And I was giving you my Fridays, midnights, but I was trying to deny that it felt right. Didn't want to tell myself you were my type. Thought I liked it on my own and I was alright.